Hello friends, we're back with more Nancy nonsense, and today I am playing the most goth of all Nancy Drew games, Legend of the Crystal Skull. I just noticed this, building in the background. I've never noticed that from Nancy's window before. I don't know if it's just in this game or not, but it's kind of unnerving me. What angle is her bedroom at? Surely the street would be off to the side here, because there's a driveway. But where is Nancy's house? Is it like a cul-de-sac? I'm probably analyzing too much. Anyway, what are we doing today, Nancy?
Current assignment. What assignment? Bess and I are flying to New Orleans for a long weekend of fabulous music, sightseeing, and food.
This is gonna last long.
So I'm also going to visit Ned's friend, Henry Brolay, but only as a favor to Ned. Apparently, Henry's uncle just died, and he had to go down there for a couple of weeks. Ned says Henry's a nice guy, but kind of a loner who might appreciate a little company. So, the first thing I'll do is leave Bess at our hotel in the French Quarter and take a cab out to the mansion where Henry's staying. Ned called him and said I'd be coming. But once that's done, it'll be lazy les bon temps brûlés. The only bad news is the weather's not supposed to be that great this weekend. But what's a little stormy weather when you're in the heart of the Big Easy, right? Right.
Oh, Nancy, you sweet, innocent little sugar plum. Look at this absolute e-boy with his little nicked eyebrow. Oh my god, Henry Brolay. He was so ahead of his time. Junior detective, because I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Let's go. Oh! Oh, wait, hold on! Hold on! I'm playing this game all wrong. Hold on. There we go. That's more like it. I've closed all the blinds, because it's gonna be spooky. Oh, I'm spooked already? Oh. Oh. Sorry, Nancy. I thought I was still in a cutscene. Gotta make my own sound effects sometimes.
Anybody here?
Hello!
Hi. The door was open.
I don't know why Nancy gets so scared. He just looks like he's in a really shitty Halloween costume. Dollar store Halloween costume shit right there. Oh no. She's scarier, honestly. Look at that. Ah! An old lady! Oh god! Get away from me! Yeah, I'm not gonna, just sip on a mysterious green concoction that a strange old lady is handing to me after a skeleton threw something in my face and I fainted in the middle of the night in a strange house in a strange city. No, there's so many reasons why I should decline you right now.
No thank you.
Don't make her drink any of your weirdo concoctions. Then I really will have to take her to the emergency room.
You just go back to your phone call and leave us be. Don't pay him any mind.
Where am I?
You're at Henry Bolay's house, dear, in the library. He and I carried you in here after I found you unconscious in the foyer.
Why is it so dark in here?
The electricity went out. Lightning must have struck a transformer somewhere. What happened? Can you remember?
Well, the front door was open, so I walked in, and then I saw I saw a skeleton. And then he saw me. And then the light started flickering, and he threw something at me that exploded. The smoke must have made me pass out.
She doesn't believe me, does she?
I'm sure it was just someone, wearing a costume or something. I'm Nancy Drew, by the way. I came to see Henry.
So we surmised. I'm Renee Amand. I'm Bruno Bolay's housekeeper. That is, I was. This skeleton that attacked you, perhaps we should call the police.
No emergency room, no police.
That's very suspicious, Henry.
Henry's feeling a mite overwhelmed. Well, you are looking much better, so I'm gonna get back to my plant potting. You need anything? I'll be outside in the garden.
I gotta be honest, it would be very in character for Mr. Emo Boy Henry, like, be LARPing as a skeleton in his own house. He's like, oh god, she caught me LARPing. Gotta deny everything. So embarrassing. Solo LARPing in my own home. Iggy! Iggy, I love you! Oh, why can't I go up and smush my face right up close to Iggy and go, oh, you're so cute, little Iggy, oh my god, look at you, what a good boy, That would be what I would do.
So, Nancy, nice to meet you. Ned sent you here to check up on me, huh?
Tell me you shop only at Hot Topic without telling me you shop only at Hot Topic.
He's kind of worried about you, that's all.
Ned's a nice guy. I mean, I really don't know him that well, just from school. But when I mentioned that my only living relative just died, he was all like, yeah? How you feeling, man? You doing okay? Wanna talk? Of course, I guess I do come across as a little needy sometimes.
What is that supposed to mean?
Were you very close to your uncle?
Great uncle. Great uncle.
Oh, yeah, I'm glad he was such a great uncle to you. I'm glad to hear that.
Since I had no other relatives, he took me in, or should I say he shipped me out. Boarding school, summer camp, military school, college. He may have looked after me, but he never spent any time with me. I didn't know him at all.
What are you doing, if you don't mind my asking?
Great Uncle Bruno named me executor of his estate, which means I have to make sure all his bills are paid and debts taken care of so his assets can be distributed. Unfortunately, he couldn't have cared less about little things like keeping records or balancing checkbooks. Dealing with his creditors and their lawyers has been an absolute nightmare. So, thanks for stopping by, Nancy. And now you can report back to Ned that I'm fine and go enjoy New Orleans.
Oh, yeah. Sounds good.
Sure can, but I'm not going to. Not until I know who that skeleton man was and what he was doing here.
Please, Nancy,
Why
don't
not
embarrass
out like
Henry
that?
like this.
Look, I can understand you're not wanting to call the police, but somebody should investigate. And since playing detective is kind of a hobby with me...
A hobby?
No offense,
Which
but
number
you
Nancy
just
Drew
pass out
game
from
is
the heat and
this?
humidity or
It's gone
something?
past the
Dream
stage of
that you saw
hobby,
the
Nancy.
skeleton
It's either an obsession or a career with you. Maybe both. Like, it's unhealthy. She has no work-life balance.
I'm positive.
Okay.
I won't
Look
let
around
myself
all
be
you want.
gaslit
Uncle
by
Bruno's
some
not
little
into
emo
pets.
boy.
They believe in cages, so he gave him the run of the place. And just because he's dead doesn't mean they are. So if you're gonna go poking around, be careful.
He's definitely browsing some little forums on his laptop, like lonelygothboys.com. Okay, what am I doing? Talk to Henry.
All done.
And I should talk to Renee. I always forget Renee's name. Like, I'm like, is her name Renee? That doesn't sound right, but I guess it is.
Nancy, welcome to my little lantern-lit corner of the world.
I love both these responses. It's a little wet out here. Looks like you like to grow things. Oh, Nancy, just talking like a completely normal human being since insert the year of the first Nancy Drew game here.
Looks like you like to grow things.
I do indeed. Herbs mostly. And because I'm in constant need of them, I grow them in pots. Don't use these herbs for cooking, darling. Did you and Henry have a nice chat?
In other words, she doesn't season any of her food. Renee is confirmed a total white person cook. Her idea of seasoning? Salt and pepper. What more do you need?
Did I detect a little animosity between you two back there?
Henry's a very morose, very negative young man. Very cunning, too.
He's just a emo.
I'm fairly certain that he's been selling off Dr. Brolay's belongings on the sly.
What kind of belongings?
Just little things, odds and ends really. But the lawyers made it very clear that no assets were to be liquidated until all of Dr. Brolay's affairs are settled. According to Dr. Brolay's will, Henry is to get 30% of the estate. Dr. Brolay's physician, Gilbert Buford, gets 30%. Our Lady of Route 57 School of Dentistry and Cosmetology gets 30%. And I am to receive 10%.
Our Lady of Route 57 School of Dentistry and Cosmetology is the best name of a school ever. Forget Hogwarts, that's where I want to go. Where's my Our Lady of Route 57 School of Dentistry and Cosmetology letter? Probably gets delivered by the Tooth Fairy instead of an owl.
What was in that concoction you wanted me to drink after I got knocked out?
Never you mind. It was just a little remedy I brewed up on the spot to help you feel better.
Wow, I'm so glad that I didn't drink that if she's not even gonna tell me what was in there. That's very suspicious, Renee.
If you don't like Henry that much, how come you're still here?
I'm here because Dr. Brolay paid me in advance, and I always fulfill my obligations.
If you don't mind my asking, what's in that little pouch you wear around your neck?
Things. Secret things. Things that give me special talents when special times demand them. People usually laugh when I say this, but this pouch is my connection to the energy that powers the universe.
Oh.
Well, at least you didn't laugh.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, Renee. I was just thinking she's like one of those kids on like the playground who thinks they can control the wind and like go around going woo.
I too have seen the skeleton man. After Dr. Brolay passed that night, I saw him in the hallway. He was there, then he was gone. So you best be careful, Nancy Drew, because if it was Mr. Death, and I truly think it was, he's come back.
I'm surprised there wasn't like a flash of lightning after she said that, a little rumble of sinister thunder or something. We love a little miniature diorama. How fun! Here's our very first eye. Only like 35 more to go. Ah! It's so charming. Secrets can kill music! Oh my gosh! I love it even more now. That's excellent. Okay, we don't know how to do this puzzle yet. So that's something we can come back to. Good, we've got our first puzzle that looms forebodingly on the horizon for the rest of the game until we complete it. Here's another one. Good. Okay, but we're one step closer, one literal footstep closer to solving that. Oh, it says Zeeks. Interesting. And I think that was a piece of coal. Nancy's been bad this year. All she got from Santa was a little piece of coal. And here's one of my very least favorite parts of the game. I want to cry! I want to cry. Okay, you know what? I think I'll come back to that. I think I feel okay with putting that aside for now. Even though I know I can technically do it right now, but I really don't want to, so fuck you, future Chloe, I guess.
All done.
Okay, let's ask Henry what's up. Hey, what's up?
Is your great-uncle's estate worth very much?
I have no idea, nor will I until I get all his affairs settled. He was a dentist for most of his life, so he must have had some money squirreled away. As you can tell, he was darn good at squirreling away junk.
You know, someone's trash is someone else's treasure, Henry. No need to be so judgmental. He never got married. Definitely means he was gay.
Have you had any of his things appraised?
Somebody from a curio shop came in and took a quick look around, but it wasn't anything formal.
I'm ready to analyze every single Nancy game until I find at least one gay character. I have always seen Henry as having a little unrequited crush on Ned, but maybe it's just because I want better things for him than Summer. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you're like, yeah, he's a goth, I get it, he doesn't like Summer. You will see.
Why is there an empty frame in the gallery in the other room?
Apparently someone stole the canvas. Renee says it disappeared sometime after Bruno died.
What was it a painting of, do you know?
It was of my parents. I think it was painted in the garden out back. Renee doesn't like me. Wouldn't surprise me if she took it out of spite.
I found this scrap of paper in the fireplace. Do you know anything about it?
No. you always go digging around in people's fireplaces?
Just looking for
Good
something
question,
that might tell me who
Henry.
that skeleton man was.
Completely valid response to that.
Why is there a model of a cemetery in the other room?
Because great Uncle Bruno used to oversee the cemetery next door. Made that scale model so he could keep track of where everything, or should I say everyone, was. Crafted all those miniature crypts himself. And people think I'm weird.
Do you know what this is? I found it in the other room.
Looks to me like some kind of tracing.
I was thinking that maybe my skeleton man left it behind.
I love it how he's her skeleton man.
Anything else?
Also, take a shot every time Nancy
I'm going
says
to keep
skeleton
looking
man. Skeleton man, skeleton man. Sorry, it's catching. So I think that this has done something for us. Something beneficial. How would you know to do that if you had never played this game before? I don't know how I first thought to do that. No, no, please, no, guys. No, how do I get out of this? I don't even have to do this right now. Oh, I hate you.
That should keep you guys quiet for a while.
Oh, good, I got a kumquat. That was definitely worth it. Speaking of horrible things yet to come, looming on the horizon. Okay, yeah, yet another puzzle we will return to. That one isn't too bad. Like, considering that I hate almost all of the puzzles in this game, that one is one of the better ones. The atmosphere in this game, though, is top-notch. I can say that.
To figure out if there's anything camouflaged in that design, I'm gonna need some paper.
Damn it, Nancy. You're a professional detective. Why are you carrying... Like, oh my god. She literally has her little notebook, her little journal. What are you saying, Nancy? You have tons of paper. Why does Nancy not bring an umbrella with her? Like, it's raining so hard. It's pouring rain. She's getting soaked. And she knew it was going to be stormy. She said it in her opening letter. And yet, she neglected to bring an umbrella. Not even a rain hat. Here it is. Aha, it's on the other side. I forget what that's even for, but we have it now.
Have you ever seen this before? I found it by that scale model of the cemetery that's inside the house.
It's a mystery to me. I suggest you ask Henry. He leaves things lying around all the time. I guess it figures I won't notice amid all the other clutter. But I do. I notice everything.
That sounds
How
so
else can I
sinister.
be of service to you?
What can you tell me about the painting that's missing from the frame in the gallery?
Very little, I'm afraid. I didn't notice the picture was gone until after the reception following Dr. Brolay's funeral. I cannot even tell you what it was a picture of.
Do you by any chance have some plain paper that I could use?
I most certainly do. But it's up in my room, and I'm afraid I cannot retrieve it for you until I'm finished here. You get the sudden urge to draw a picture?
Something like that. I know, I'll help you. That way you'll get done faster.
Gracious, you are the picture of impatience, aren't you? Well, I appreciate the offer. But here, why don't you just take this instead? It's an extra key to my room. The paper's in a drawer in my nightstand. Just go on up and help yourself. But make sure you lock the door when you leave, you hear? You I trust. But Henry, him I do not.
She's just met me today. What grounds does she have to trust me?
My appetite could use a little placating, so I would be much obliged if you would bring me a candy bar from my nightstand. And take one for yourself while you're at it.
How does this in Nancy Drew games just makes no sense? Like, there's no bathroom in this house. There's no kitchen. Like, we've been to all the doors downstairs. And there are only 2 doors up here. Where do they pee? In the garden? Do they always just order takeout? Like, they've got 2 living rooms, but no kitchen. I don't understand.
One for Renee.
One
And
for
one
me.
for me.
Mm.
Yum.
Nancy just passed out in a chocolate coma. I love Renee solely for having, like, this huge stash of Cocoa Kringles in her nightstand. Like, she's stocking up for the apocalypse. Ah! Oh, I want to open all the blinds now. It's too scary. Aw, Nancy, you're adorable. Close the powder, please.
You bring me that Cocoa Kringle bar like I
Yes,
asked?
ma'am.
Right here.
Bless you. I'm so hungry I could devour these plants I'm potting up, dirt and all.
She scares me so much. Like, I think I was right to be more scared of her than this skeleton man. She's like, I'm about to just devour dirt because I'm so hungry. I mean, no wonder you're hungry. No wonder she eats that stash of Cocoa Kringles because they don't have a kitchen.
Whose boat is tied up down there where the bayou comes up to the cemetery? Do you know?
That would be my boat. Comes in very handy when I need to forage for certain swamp-dwelling plants.
Those weird symbols on the wall in your room, do you know who painted them?
I did. Fact of the matter is, there's a spirit living in that wall.
A spirit?
Got a voice that'd send shivers down the spine of Dracula himself. Used to hear it sometimes, in the dead of night, half talking, half whispering, saying this one word I never heard before, like it was from a language no one on earth spoke. And suddenly, I knew. The spirit was trying to cast a spell on me. So I got me a book and found out that by painting the word I heard on the wall, syllable by syllable, in hoodoo signs, I could counteract the word's power. And you know what? The spirit has not spoken that word or any other since.
What was the word?
Darling, a sack full of water moccasins couldn't get me to say that word out loud. Nor will I write it down. No, sir. Not ever, ever, ever.
Not to be a skeptic, but do you think maybe it was just a bad dream and it occurred
talking to
like
you.
once and then it didn't happen again because it was just a dream? Okay, Nancy can get really arty and do some rubbings now. If I can find the crypt again. I wish I was doing that. Like, I want it to be a tactile experience. I don't want Nancy to be doing the whole thing. I want to be immersed, goddammit. Do we know what order they're supposed to be in? Oh, I remember. It's about the frames on them. Okay. I'm ready. This is the worm. This is the crow. Or raven. It's probably a raven. That's more goth, right? Edgar Allan Poe and all that. This is the crossed bones. Haha! That's probably a key to the crypt. I just came from there and I gotta go all the way back. In the rain with no umbrella. Poor Nancy. And because the power's out, I bet there's no heat right now. She's gonna get pneumonia. You can't solve a mystery if you have pneumonia, Nancy. Think on that, honey. Very detrimental to your detective skills. Henry being his typical emo boy self. We love a vulnerable man. Is that the key I just picked up? And it doesn't unlock the crypt! No, this is the key I just picked up. False alarm. I was freaking out for no good reason.
This must be the painting that goes in that empty frame.
Holy shit, I just realized something. That is Dr. Predavicu from Danger on Deception Island. I was like, she looks so familiar. And then I remembered. Oh my god. They stole Dr. Predavicu's face.
Oh, this book is for me.
Wow. So Henry's mother is Dr. Predavicu from Danger on Deception Island? My life has changed. And that means Dr. Predavicu is dead. That's so depressing. I loved her. What the heck? This has ruined my day. We don't know the order of these yet, but we do know that it fits. I see that it's a family trait for them all to have extremely bad dark circles. I relate. I put so much concealer on to cover mine. Maybe I'm secretly the long-lost member of the Brolay family. That would be exciting. Okay, I think I have to bite the bullet and play this game, although I'd rather take a bullet to the head than play this game. Yay! First try! Good, just another eyeball. I'm so glad. I think it's time to call Bess. Actually, what happens when you call the cab company? Can you get me a ride to the airport, please? I'm freaked out. This old woman is scary. This puzzle sucks.
Cab service to the greater New Orleans area has been temporarily suspended. We regret being unable to serve you at this time.
God damn it. Guess I'm stuck here in this creepy, cold house with not even a bathroom.
Hello?
Bess, hi, it's me.
Hey, Nance. I just got back from shopping, which I am happy to report is fantastic here. So, what's going on with you?
A lot.
A lot is in a whole bunch of fun stuff?
Let me start by telling you what happened when I arrived at Henry's house. I walked up to the front door and discovered it was open. So I walked in.
The awkward fade out.
Knocked out by a skeleton wearing a red ascot?
A stylish
A
skeleton.
skeleton wearing a red ascot.
I love that the red ascot is an important part.
Mr. Death. But then, she's a little strange.
You think it was a burglar?
I'm not sure. I caught him or her sneaking around this scale model of a cemetery. And later, I found a tracing of something right by it. So if I could just figure out what it's a tracing of, and what, if anything, it has to do with that model cemetery, I might be able to figure out who Skeleton Man is.
I know that tone of voice. You're not leaving there until you've done just that, are you?
I mean, the cabs aren't running, yeah.
Service around here because of the rain. In fact, since I can't go anywhere, I'm hoping you can check something out for me. I found some kind of receipt in the fireplace that may or may not be a clue.
What's it a receipt for?
That's what I need to find out. See, it's half burned up. All I can read is the receipt number and the name of the place it's from. Zeke's.
Zeke's?
What a
Why?
coincidence!
What do you mean?
I mean, I'm sitting here on our balcony in the French Quarter looking down at a place across the street called Zeke's.
That's great. So go over there and ask whoever's behind the counter what receipt number 21-3872 is for.
You want me to snoop?
I wouldn't call it snooping.
Forget it. Not gonna do it.
Bess,
I'm not good at that sneaking around stuff, Nancy. I get nervous, my tongue gets all knotted up, my palms sweat, to say nothing of my armpits.
Bess, receipt number 21.
Bess has been hard work shopping. She's just got in and put her feet up, and Nancy immediately calls her and is like, Snoop! Snoop, Bess, or it's the end of our
Well, I
friendship.
just know it. Okay, I'll call you as soon as it's over.
I'll be waiting.
Well, let's get some fortifying, delicious food.
What can I do for you?
Hi, Shorty! Oh, I'm glad that Shorty found a new job when he got out of prison. That's good for him. I'm gonna have some delicious jambalaya,
Knock
please.
yourself out.
I shall. How much
Enjoy.
hot sauce can I put on? Can I put on more? No! Bess, you coward! I think the gumbo looked the most appealing, but the
That was hot.
jambalaya looked pretty good too. Oh my god! Bess! I've never seen that before.